Did he? I didn't realise. Never mind. I think we're almost ready to go. After a few technical issues, which we are sorry for. I thought I had viewers, but I don't. Okay, I have some pretty poor connections from all over the world, so we are sorry about that. But we're going to 15 seconds now. Back into the Italian Grand Prix, the final round of Infinity's Division 1 Season 1. And we do have a title fight as well. In the Drivers' Championship, Pure G Jackson is only 15 points, in Racing Point is only 15 points clear of the 4 players in the Mercedes car. So Jackson just needs a decent race really to hold on to the title, but anything can happen in Infinity. And Zigasusk in third would have been possible for him to win the title, but he's not racing today, unfortunately. And any one of 4 teams could still win the Constructors' Championship. We have Ferrari on 109 points, Mercedes on 104, then Williams and Racing Point both on 103 points. So we have 2 interesting battles here in both championships, which we'll have to look out for during the race. Hopefully everything goes well now with the lobby, as we now enter qualifying. We have a few cars leaving the garage now, starting their first qualifying runs. We actually have a Haas, I believe it's Denmark, is on medium tyres rather than the soft like everyone else. Yep, Denmark on mediums. I think he's the only one thus far, I'm not quite sure though. So we'll just have to wait and see. Well, that's an interesting call, because with the final race you just want to get a good qualifying position, but at the same time anything can happen, and if it puts them on the bed. Now behind we have a glitch with Denmark's car. With the gears, the lobby does this sometimes, just ignore it. Yeah, obviously on the mediums, it'll be interesting to see how quick he can go actually on them. As Biff Fasco sets a 120.3 as the benchmark here. Chandler 122.2. Wow, Denmark actually 2 seconds quicker than Chandler. I'm not sure what's happened here. As we've got a lot of cars here in the high 19s, low 20s here. As Rich shows how he goes second. Mr. Miggins has his lap deleted. We've got Safdar has also had his lap invalidated. He was looking very quick in Q1 in the original lobby. He'll be hoping to, well, hopefully copy that. Got Star Prophet, another very quick driver. Looks like he's finishing his lap. Comes to the Parabolica, looking slightly slower than most. We'll have to see as he comes across the line. He is slower than a lot of cars already. It's only P8, it's the slowest of all of the laps so far. Yeah, we've got Pepe in the other Ferrari coming through the two Lesmo corners on his first lap. He's also very quick in this league so far. As he comes towards the sky scheme, we've got yellow flags in all three sectors. Looks like just cars letting others pass, but yeah. As Pepe comes now towards the Parabolica, final corner of the circuit. Keeps it relatively tidy, keeps it inside on the exit. Now comes across the line for P3 and 1:19.5. It's a brilliant lap from Pepe at 60 Hz. Further down we've got Rumax 1 just starting a lap in the Alpha Tauri car. We've also got Safdar in another invalidated lap. Seems to be struggling with his track limits. Got David Gonçalves also on an invalidated lap. Lewis the Beak has just started a flying lap now in Renault, relatively quick driver. He's had mixed luck this season, I think, so he'll be hoping Season 2 can go better. So he comes towards the second chicane. And Rumax also on a lap here. Oh no, he's been invalidated as well. No one can seem to keep it clean within the track limits so far. Lewis Beaker comes to the Ascari chicane. Keeps it nice and tidy within track limits and on the exit as well. Although his lap's looking slightly slower than some others. But he'll at least be hoping for, as I say, about mid of the pack at least, really. It's only the first runs as well, so we can't really take much from it. 120.4 puts him 6th. So we've got a lot of cars in the pit lane actually. We've got David Gonçalves. Is he going to try another flying lap, or is he backed off now? Looks like he's going for another one, down 17th. His tyres are getting a bit older though now, having done, I think, 2 invalidated laps on them. And he's invalidated this one as well. He just can't keep it within the track limits, it seems. 10th in the Racing Point, also invalidated and just drive straight on. Not sure what's happening there. Martin 69 has just started a lap. Not looking great so far though. And that's a big oversteer on the exit there. I think he's backed off already. Not really anyone on a lap. We've got a McLaren off there of Rise, without lap. I think he's just letting cars pass, yes he is. We've got VFL Hobbit coming through the Lesmos now from 14th on his first lap in the Mercedes. Yeah, a lot of cars currently on their out laps. But as I say, a lot of people struggling to keep it within the confines of the track and suffering from it. As Pure G Jackson is actually retired from the session. And we've got an Alpha Tauri off in the background there. Not sure what happened there, but VFL Hobbit now comes up and across the line. 120.1 puts him 6th. Not a bad lap. We've got Star Prophet on a validated lap. Max has his lap invalidated. David Gonçalo doesn't this time. Looks like he's gone for a 4th lap in a row. He's going to be running out of fuel soon. And he's just looking to keep 1 lap within the track. He's got through to the middle sector now. This time, runs a little bit wide, but he's okay for track limits. And he'll just be hoping just to get a lap on the board really. He's had, I think, 4 attempts now. So he comes toward this guy, chicane. The players goes 1:18.8. Takes the lead of the session by 2/10 over Pure G. Has already retired. David Gonçalo goes quickest in the middle sector. As he comes up towards the final corner now, looking a bit slower actually than some other cars, but he'll just be happy to get a lap on the board, I think. And pretty much everyone on the lap now. David Gonçalo goes 11th, just ahead of his teammate Shim. 3.5, who has just had his lap time invalidated. Yeah, and he does enter the pits. Yeah, as I say, a lot of cars out on track right now. We've got Biffas from P4 on a lap now as well. And Biffas is 4th in the standings. He could take 3rd position off of Ziggler, who obviously isn't racing this weekend. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he does hold on to 3rd position. Biffas currently 11 points off of him. And that's actually a very slow lap so far. Backed off or anything, but so far not good lap. And it's looking good for the players. He and Pure G Jackson obviously in a title fight, 15 points in it. Jackson leads by 15 points in this final round. The players though does definitely have position over G Jackson, as he is already retired from the session, as I mentioned earlier. Yeah, Biffas going for another lap. He's about 2/10 off of nearest rival Pepe, hoping to get back up into the top 4. Obviously with G Jackson out of the session, a lot of cars could potentially get ahead of him, which won't be good for him, but it will make the championship quite interesting with the players currently on top spot. Biffas, he's a bit slower coming through Sector 2. It looks like he's not going to improve, unfortunately for him. So a lot of cars have entered the pits. We've got Lewis the Beaker in 11th, he just had his lap invalidated. Which would be disappointing for him. It was a quicker lap actually. Looks like he's going for another one though. In 11th place at the minute. Mr. Miggins is retired, as is Martin 69er, who will start last. But Lewis the Beaker now down in 12th position. Hoping to improve now with 5 minutes left on the clock. Coming towards the second chicane. Bit of oversteer on the exit there, but overall relatively clean so far. We've got yellow flags in the first and third sectors again. Just looks like cars letting others past. As well as the Beacon now comes towards the Scary chicane. He's 2/10 quicker than his previous lap coming out of sector 2. As he now comes along the straight towards the Parabolica. Looking relatively quick actually. Could get himself up a few positions, maybe even into the top 8 or so. So he comes across the line now, 1:19.9 puts him 9th position. Splits the 2 Hasses with Diogo Thomas in Denmark. We have VFL Hobbit on a lap from 11th. He'll also be hoping to get a bit higher up into the top 10. Obviously his teammate, the player's out in front by 4 tenths. 2 tenths now actually. Temp has set a quicker lap. So far looking relatively positive for Racing Point, with 2nd and 3rd on the grid currently. Not looking good for Mercedes in the constructors. I don't believe they can win. Oh yes, they can win. Sorry, I was thinking different team. They are 5 points off of the lead from Ferrari, as VFL Hobbit actually enters the pits, so they'll need Hobbit to hopefully get some points for them. Rise is only down in 16th, relatively slow lap from him, and he's had a lot of oversteer through the Lesmos now, and it's not looking like a great lap. On this second one, we've got tenths off of next rival Temp, who is currently in the pit lane and looks like he will not set a better lap. Richie Ozawi looks like the only one of the top 4 who will still set another lap time, and I think he knows it. He's pushing very, very hard as he comes towards the final corner, looking relatively quick. He's going to need to get a great exit off of the parabolic, although keeps it within track limits. Comes across the line now. It's 1:19.1. Keeps him 4th. Biffas has had his lap invalidated. He will not improve on 5th. Pepe now. Oh, we've got to run him off there. So Pepe comes towards the parabolica now from 6th position. Looking slightly slower than some other cars. He might at least try and maybe challenge Biffas, who's only about a 10th ahead of him, as he comes towards the line now. And he only takes 6th. Denmark on a lap also. He's been hindered. Chandler on a lap now, and the Williams is about half a tenth quicker, having come through the first sector. So now comes through the Lesmos. Who else have we got? VFL Hobbit through the Ascari chicane. Looking alright on this lap actually. He'll be hoping, as I say, at least to try and get into the top 10 and help his team Mercedes in constructors standings with some points maybe in the race. He's gone very wide in the exit. He's invalidated his lap. He will not improve. And I think that's everyone. Oh, we've got Biffas off. Oh yes, and Chandler's still on his lap. Just cross the line. Stays 8th. So that is everybody finished, I believe, in qualifying. And the players 10 in 2nd position in the championship takes pole position from Pure G Jackson, who has a 15-point advantage in the driver's standings. So the players gets the advantage he needs. He'd like it to be a bit bigger though, obviously. Jackson, though, right there, will win the title if it stays like this. So the players are going to need to hope that Jackson doesn't have a great race at all if he's going to win the title. It'll all come down to the race. As we've got confirmation there, we've got actually a 2-3 for Racing Point, looking very, very strong. Obviously fighting in the constructors' standings. And then a lot of teams, apart from them and Williams, seem to have their cars quite spaced out.
Oh mate, just wanted to let you know that your stream's actually not going, it's just your voice. The video is like black screen.
Are you joking me?
And that's happened for like the last 20 minutes. I'm having a look on it now. End
Are
stream
you
and start a
actually
new
serious? Yeah, but if they can't see the stream, there's no point in...
End this one, start a new one.
Okay, I'm going to end the stream and I'll be back. I literally did not realise.